First half struggles masked what ultimately was a mismatch. Nebraska beats Purdue 28-10 here in Ross-Ade Stadium at West Lafayette. The band's about to take the field. Hello, everybody. Sam McKewon with the Omaha World-Herald and Husker Extra. The Huskers had about as ugly of a first half as you can imagine on offense. 6 trips into Purdue territory, no points, 3 missed field goals, a replaced long snapper or short snapper if you want to call it. Nebraska's defense held its own for sure in that first half, and then the second half, everything really changed. Nebraska scored on its first 3 drives of the second half, got touchdown drives out of it, very, very impressive. Defensively, they got a pick 6 from John Bullock, and they were able to return that for a score and get a 28-3 lead. Purdue adds a garbage touchdown at the end to make it 28-10. Well, what happened today? Well, hey, look, Nebraska's defense deserves a lot of credit. It rebounded from a rough last week with Illinois. They were pretty dominant today. They didn't give up any really big plays until maybe the final drive. They got that pick 6. They mostly stayed off the field, even though Purdue got 7 of 15 on third down. I thought Nebraska did a pretty good job of holding Purdue in. Purdue did score the first points of the game, those 3 points, but then, Nebraska's offense got on track. It was only a matter of time. It was clear in the first half that Nebraska was going to eventually score. Receivers were getting open. Dylan Raiola was throwing the ball pretty well, but they kind of puckered in key moments, short yardages. They got a couple of false starts. Those weren't pretty, but Nebraska found a way. They found a way, and they're probably going to end up saying that they preferred struggling in that first half so that they could finish well in the fourth quarter, which they did. They got 21 points in that fourth quarter. Key play, that 4th and short at the half-yard line. Dante Dowdell leaps into the end zone after Barrett Liebentritt gets, a couple of, he basically took out 2 guys, their 2 best defenders, and Dante Dowdell's able to get in the end zone on that 4th and goal. And then on the subsequent drive, Ja'Cory Barney in the end around 25 yards. Alex Bullock gets 2 defenders on that one as well. So the blocking was there for Nebraska. Eventually, the pass game, Dylan Raiola was pretty good. Didn't make any mistakes today, really. He got sacked once, also threw a key touchdown to Jamal Banks. Nebraska is going to take this and run with it. The bottom line is they covered. Next week they play Rutgers, a better version of this team, probably a better version in some ways of Illinois. I expect the Scarlet Knights to be ranked next week after beating Washington and Virginia Tech back-to-back. The Huskers, meanwhile, hey, they're 4-1. They haven't had a 4-1 record in a really long time, and they will absolutely take it here today. Nebraska 28, Purdue 10. Ugly first half. The sun came out in the second half, and so did Nebraska's offense. I'm Sam McKewon with the Omaha World-Herald and Husker Extra.